everyone, Yvette here with my highlighting and contouring video. I know, it's been forever. You guys have been commenting and requesting this video since like a year, if not, ooh, Mitchie. But yeah, I know you guys have been requesting this video for a really long time, and I'm so sorry that it's taken me this long to do it. I didn't want to do it when you guys asked me to right away because A, I didn't like my lighting at the time, and B, I didn't like the camera that I was using, so I was just kind of waiting for my equipment setup to get better before I could do this video for you guys so you can see it in really nice quality and really nice lighting and everything. So hopefully you appreciate that. But yeah, this is my long overdue highlighting and contouring video, and if you want to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. Hey everyone, I already applied moisturizer. Now I'm priming my skin with Makeup Forever's primer. I like to use my fingers to warm up the product and really work it into my skin. Next, I take my Graftobian HD palette and I use shades within the same family of my foundation. Using a cream foundation and a smaller brush helps me place the product with more precision, unlike a liquid which tends to get a little bit runny, and a large brush just gets too clunky. I create a V shape under my eyes, not only for my under eye circles but also to highlight my cheekbones, so I do go past the eyebrow. I also highlight the center of my forehead, down my nose, and the top of my lip and chin. With the same brush, I apply foundation to the rest of my face, except for the parts where my highlight and contour will go. My face is very round, so I do take the contour as far in as possible to give me a slimming effect. But if you have a very narrow face, keep your contour minimal because it might make your face appear longer. I also apply some on the temples of my face. I don't have a very large forehead, so I do skip going all around the hairline. If you have a very small forehead, you can skip this step altogether. I also place it along the sides of my nose, taking it all the way to the brow and at the tip to give the illusion of a slimmer shape. If your nose is already short or points up, I'd skip placing it on the tip. To accentuate my lips, I place a bit right below. Contouring is a great way to give the illusion of a slimmer face, so I definitely take this shade along my jawline and a bit down my neck. Next, I take a damp sponge. This one is from Real Techniques, which I have to say I love more than my beauty blender, and I'm sad to say I didn't buy it sooner because it's super inexpensive and blends everything like a dream. Sponges tend to absorb all the product. However, when we apply makeup heavily with a paddle brush like I did, a damp sponge is the best way to go when you want to blend everything out. Taking one side of my sponge, I begin with the lightest parts and push the sponge gently into my skin. I work that light shade into my foundation shade and continue to blend the two together. I take the sponge and place it on its side to blend out my contour shade. I've pushed the product into my skin, making sure I diffuse any harsh lines. With the same side of the sponge, I blend my jawline and pull the product down my neck. I gently take the tip of the sponge and blend out all the sides of my nose. I take the tip again and blend out underneath my eyes. And lastly, I blend out my temples. Next, I take my Ben Nye banana powder. I have a video all about correcting imperfections, and I'll put the link to that down below. With the flat brush, I push the powder into my skin, setting my under eye area. Taking the flat side of my Real Technique sponge, I apply my Chanel loose powder all over my face. I really like the flat side of the sponge for powder because it gives it a more natural effect without looking powdery and like just kind of like too powdery. Next, I take my Makeup Forever Sculpting Powder number 2, which I bought at Sephora, and I begin carving out my cheekbones with the flat brush from Morphe. I also take the sculpting powder over any areas where I apply the contour, so my temples and my nose and along my jawline. For my blush, I applied a nice peachy neutral color. This one is Infatuation by Makeup Geek. Since I have a very round face, I like to blend it back into my contour to elongate my cheeks, giving me a slimming effect. Lastly, I applied Cheeky Bronze from MAC to highlight my cheekbones, and that's pretty much it. And here's the finished look. I hope you guys liked it and got a couple tips and tricks. I know I used a lot of department store or higher end products, but you can definitely substitute anything for drugstore stuff. And if you want to see a drugstore highlighting contouring video, let me know and I will do one for you. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more starter videos like this, like how to do wing eyeliner or how to put on blush, or like what blush for what skin type or skin tone. Let me know whatever it is, and get excited for Halloween, you guys, because Halloween videos are coming up. But yeah, always get brain farts towards the end. Like, what do I say? How do I end it? Yeah, don't forget to check us out on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest. I think that's it. Facebook, Formidable Artistry, just how it's spelled here. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye! I'm like in the weirdest mood today, you guys. I seriously, my voice is like, ah. So, what was I talking about? Okay, so number 3, this is more for the ladies. It's a train case. If you are brain fart.